here live at campaign headquarters here. Check this out. We got people blocking the sidewalk. We got so much illegal stuff going on here. It's crazy. Here, check this out. This is the brand new Brian Stack Puppet headquarters here. Whoops. Yeah, they gotta keep the sidewalk open. And sidewalk's gotta be open here. Excuse me. And how do we get this truck? How do we get this truck removed?
We're moving it right now. We're just waiting for it to move.
Yeah, I'm saying, how do we get this truck removed?
The truck is gonna move back. This is not a yellow zone, it's a loading zone.
Right.
The white part of it is in the crosswalk, which I'm addressing by posting a cop until they move it back. If they don't move it back, they're gonna have to move all together.
Okay. All right. And this is Captain Raposo, by the way. We're live streaming now. Captain Raposo, his team.
Like I told full court, you guys are more than welcome to record. I'm the point of contact. Nobody should bother you. Anybody bothers you, you address it with me. All right? All we're trying to do is keep a path. Aside from that, stand wherever you want.
Excellent. Thank you. Welcome. That is quite the scooter there. Wow.
That's case in point why they got to keep this path open.
And we
Look, we got a lady with a carriage.
Yeah. They got to absolutely keep this path open. And so welcome everyone, welcome. We're here live with Full Court Press, and John Bender's here as well. We're live streaming here, and Brian Stack is doing so many illegal things already. The entire pathway was blocked. The Union City police officers, however, they did their, oh not Union City, I'm so used to saying Union City being Union City. We're in North Bergen right now. And the North Bergen police, under the direction and command of Captain Raposo, have cleared this sidewalk out, and it is a shite show here in many, many ways. But thanks to Captain Raposo of North Bergen Police. Oh, here, this is Jonathan Moya who assaulted me. Right over there, hey Scalzo, look who's there. Jonathan Moya who assaulted me. Hey Jonathan, can I have your ID? I want to do a criminal complaint on you for assaulting me. That guy right there assaulted me, caught on camera when he was being a bodyguard for Larry Weinstein, and major assaulted me right there. So there he is right there. We got very loud music here. Hopefully you can hear me over the music. Jonathan Moya, he's Larry Weinstein, who's running for assembly. This is his event. He assaulted me, caught on camera, and we're looking to get his ID so I can do a criminal complaint against him for assaulting me live on camera.
The question is, if you guys can record inside, I said as long as you do it from a public vantage point, it's up to them to close the door.
Okay. Thank you.
Any idea what the capacity is in there?
No, that's a very good question. Are they, Captain Raposo, are they possibly over fire code capacity right now?
I got trust pass. I will have to check.
You got trust pass?
Yeah. Jonathan Moya told him they don't want me inside. Before I even went inside, I just came here and looked, took some pictures.
That is crazy, man. It's so wrong. Hey, volunteers welcome. You wanted to be a volunteer, right? So they're probably over capacity, fire code capacity, big time right now, ladies and gentlemen. And thanks for joining us. Please smash that like button. And we're here live at the Brian Stack Puppet headquarters. They have a grand opening, and he has two puppets called Larry Weinstein and Gabriel Rodriguez, who are running for assembly in the 33rd District of New Jersey. And you know, if Mayor Senator Brian Stack is endorsing them, that they are garbage. They are not good candidates to represent you, to represent Stack. And I think they're over fire code capacity in there. What do you think? Do you think they're over fire code capacity?
I don't know. I'm trying to hear what they're talking about. Boy is complaining more than anybody.
Yeah.
The Weinstein camp does not want you inside, but I told them I cannot restrict you from the public sidewalk.
Good.
So as long as you have a lawful vantage point, you're free to do as you please.
Excellent. That's Captain Raposo, ladies and gentlemen. He is protecting our rights, not violating our rights. and that is so important, and that's what police officers are supposed to do. And as you see many videos where they do violate people's rights.
I think we should contact the fire inspector.
Yeah.
They got to be above capacity.
Yep. They've got to be above capacity. So who do we contact for fire inspector? Because they got to be over capacity in that room.
They're checking out, and they're going to have a guy with a clicker, and they're going to let people in and out. As people come out, they'll let people in.
All right.
I gave them a few minutes to take care of that.
And we need a number though. Like, how do we find this number? Because it's over capacity, so they have to remove people at this point to make it, within fire code capacity.
Yeah, we're going to give them like 10 minutes, and we're going to give them an opportunity. If they don't resolve that opportunity, then we'll call fire or whoever we need to call.
Right. And how do we get the number, like the actual fire?
We'll call.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Thank you. All right. Good. All right. So Brian Stack breaking the law so much here, allegedly. They are so over capacity just from eyeballing it here inside. And this is the grand opening of the Larry Weinstein for Assembly of 33rd District, New Jersey, and also Gabriel Rodriguez, and they are endorsed by Mayor Brian Stack. And there is a truck here that is illegally parked. This truck here is in a loading zone right here. I gotta tell you, here, I'm gonna get away from the music a little bit. It is a beautiful, beautiful day today, ladies and gentlemen. That music is loud as hell. Look at this. This is parked completely illegally on the yellow line. See, Mayor Stack thinks he can break the law and get away with it, and he's used to doing that for so many years. And he has done it for many, many years. And any of these candidates on this truck, you know they are compromised. So Stack doesn't endorse candidates unless they're his little slave puppets. Is this your truck? Is this your truck?
I don't know what you're talking about. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Sorry, that's probably his truck, illegally parked here. So, all of us would get a ticket if we were parked here. And look at him. He looks like he's one of those so-called important people in the Stack criminal world here. Yeah, let's go around this side here. And we have at least 6 North Bergen, New Jersey police officers here on site, making sure that our rights are protected. Our rights are protected.
Someone's getting you a phone number if you want to call on your own.
I will. Okay, thank you. What's happening now?
Brian Stack just got here, and the bastards are going in droves.
Did he go inside already?
He went inside along with Hector Mercado and the usual suspects. They're clearly above fire capacity, and they're just still filing in droves.
This is absolute above fire capacity.
It's a death trap in there. If there were to be a fire, nobody could get out. You can't even get in.
It's a death trap, literally. And
if you wanted to make a phone call, but they're notified.
We don't know the capacity, so we're calling to get the capacity.
got it. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. All right, we have another guy. I think he's one of the guys who's part of the riot right there. What's his name? See the guy with the kind of beard? He was part of the riot when they physically pushed me out on March 9th, 2024. Sidewalk is blocked. Look at that.
This is a complete and utter mess.
Yep, absolutely.
The police are doing a great job trying to control it. There's a lot of people here, and they're not listening to that.
It's a death trap. Yeah, it's a death trap right now.
Yes, absolutely.
And Brian Stack doesn't care.
We're also providing Leroy with the phone number if he also wants to call on his own.
All right, right on. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will resolve this death trap. Literally, there is a death trap here at campaign headquarters, and you are witnessing this with your own eyes. If there was a fire, people will die today. Mayor Stack doesn't care. Why do you like Brian Stack? Why do you like Brian Stack? You could tell. I'm live streaming right now. You could tell. Like, why do you like Brian Stack? What does Brian Stack do that's so good? Well, what makes him a good mayor?
Queremos un cambio en Norbergen. what is important, and that is.
What about North Bergen?
First and foremost, let me introduce everyone.
The people don't want to. They don't want to say, like, they don't know why Brian Sack. They support him. They don't know why.
Along with my running mate Larry Weinstein.
That is a death trap inside there, ladies and gentlemen. Please smash that like button.
We see our Congressman Rob Menendez, nuestro congresista Rob Menendez, and of course.
Oh, looks like Congressman Rob Menendez here, the infamous son of Senator Bob Menendez, disgraced Senator Bob Menendez. So stay tuned. Smash that like button. Please share this video with everyone, and this is going to be interesting. They literally have a death trap. This is a death trap inside there right now. It is so over capacity. It is criminal negligence on Mayor and Senator Brian Sack's part. He doesn't care about public safety, and he's the director of public safety of Union City. It is insane. So I'm going to be getting the number for the fire marshal.
Let's follow directions.
So right now you are witnessing, documented they're breaking the law. Breaking the law with fire capacity. I'm live here in North Bergen, New Jersey, along with Full Court Press.
Please take a couple, 3 or 4 steps back so that we have more than enough room. All right, we want to be in full cooperation with law enforcement. Please.
Is that a Rolex?
As far back as you can.
I think I've got a Rolex.
Plenty of room.
There's Andres Garces
Guys,
there,
a little bit further
who
back.
protects
We enough room for
assaulters and robbers.
So that we
guy
have
in the
a
glasses.
safe day today. Keep moving. We got a lot of people. This is a great problem to have.
Oh yeah, a great problem to have, overcapacity in a building, courtesy of Mayor Brian Sack, creating a death box.
Special day. Estamos aquí para un día muy especial. Nuestra campaña sigue. Esta es esta nueva casa de campaña aquí en North Bergen. Y aquí que estamos trabajando en la 38 en West New York.
We need
Así que
Jonathan Moya's ID.
Esta campaña sigue fuerte y para adelante. Con eso le quiero dar la bienvenida a una persona que ustedes lo conocen mejor que nadie, y ese se llama Larry Weinstein.
That's who Brian Sack is supporting.
I want to know who it is that's. I want to know who it is who's asking me not to come inside.
Today. Nothing makes me happier than sharing these special moments with you.
That's asking me.
I am so
Right.
happy.
What
and
authority
so
does he have?
honored to run along.
Jonathan Moya. He's the one
Sheriff
that
of
came to
Hudson
me
County, Jimmy
and said you
Davis.
guys are not allowed inside.
What authority does he have?
He is Larry Weinstein's
Rodriguez.
campaign manager.
Now the police are doing a good job
I wanna
keeping this
thank my
open, but
good
look,
friend,
they're pouring in. This is
Senator
a
Mayor
blatant
Brian
fire
Sack
code
for
violation.
friendship and its support.
I have never seen more of a death box with a political campaign in my life. Brian Sack needs to be criminally held responsible here. Oh, there's the assaulter. There's, what's the guy's name again? There's the assaulter. All the assaulters are here in one place, one-stop shop. Every person who's ever assaulted me is in this place. Jonathan Moya and a security guard right next to each other.
Jonathan, as campaign manager, are you responsible for this clusterfuck?
Jonathan, you must tell people to leave the room now. It is over capacity.
My mom sold encyclopedias going door to door. My dad worked in factories. And then they saved a little bit of money to be able to open up a small bodega on Burger Line Avenue. And that's where I grew up, behind the counter. Eating my lunch, eating my dinner, working, and going to school.
That's such a death trap in there. It's insane.
Honor and passion to be able to help people. And throughout my life, I was able to help our community either through my small businesses and offering employment, or also through our nonprofit organizations. And I'm proud to say that I've been able to help thousands of people in our community.
Thank you.
And when I go to Trenton,
Captain Raposo
I
and the
will
police
make
are
sure
doing
that
their job
everybody has a voice at the table.
Yeah, a voice at the table.
Today's
Look at, we're witnessing
of the North Bergen
major
politicians
illegal
making
overcapacity, ladies and gentlemen.
deals
Does the
are
law not
done
matter
with.
to
We're
Mayor
going to make
Senator
sure
Brian
that
Sack?
everybody has a say in our community. Muchas gracias a todos por estar aquí con nosotros hoy. Es un placer tener a todos estos oficiales que van a trabajar día y noche para ustedes, y eso es lo más importante. Pero por favor, les
Hey,
pido.
I'm just seeing the chats now,
Gracias,
everybody.
gracias.
And Jonathan Moy, are you going to assault me today?
Gracias.
That's Jonathan
Esta
Moy,
va a
who
ser una
assaulted me on
campaña
camera. He's Larry
dura y
Wayne's
difícil.
campaign manager.
Necesitamos
And we
que
need his
todo el
ID so I
mundo
can do
nos ayude.
criminal complaint against
Primero de
him.
todo, le agradezco muchísimo por todo lo que han hecho.
Hello,
Pero
Patrick
esta va a
Berry.
ser una campaña larga y difícil. So, por favor,
The
si
crosswalk
tienen
was
tiempo
addressed.
todos los
They
días,
are
un
now
día por
in the
semana, dos
loading
días por
zone
semana,
that
5
belongs
días
to
a la
the
semana, lo
business,
que
and the
puedan.
business has
Por
approved
favor,
them
ven a
to park their
headquarters,
truck in the
la de
loading
Union
zone.
City o
But
vengan
isn't there a
aquí
time limit for
para
the
poder
loading zone?
trabajar,
He's a
hablar
fucking-
con
they
los
pay for the
presidentes,
parking space. It's
hablar,
their parking
repartir los
space.
volantes,
They pay.
hacer
Yeah, okay.
llamadas
Okay.
telefónicas,
He's a
necesitamos
coward.
toda
He
la
said,
ayuda
"Remember
posible.
that fuck
Pero
loading
estamos
and
atentos
unloading."
a
Who said he was?
oficiales
What's up?
elegidos están aquí para ayudarlos siempre, para ofrecerles los servicios que ustedes merecen.
God bless you all, too.
Que vamos a trabajar para ustedes hoy, mañana
Okay.
y siempre. Muchas gracias, gracias.
Here, I got to get away from the yelling. They're like, it's so freaking loud. All right, I want to see some chats here too. And I'm going to share this on my Facebook page, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me well. And if you haven't joined my new Facebook page, Senator and Mayor Stack had the old Facebook page deleted. Here, I'm going to video here. Hey, hello there. Hey, where are you? Can you hear me?
So that meter is expired.
Yeah. All right, so stand by, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to post this on Facebook now.
They get special privileges. If I was parked there, I get a ticket for being beyond the meter.
Oh, here?
They can park in the meter without putting money in it.
Well, here's what Captain Raposo said is,
No,
supposedly,
so
oh,
that's a parking spot.
Oh,
That's a meter. There's no money in the meter. It's on zero. If you and I were parked there, we'd get a ticket.
you're absolutely right.
Captain said he's using his discretion. He doesn't want to be bothered with that petty stuff. But it's still, to me, matter of principle.
Absolutely it is.
That I wouldn't park there without putting money in the meter. You would think with all the money that they got, the least thing they can do is pay for the meter.
Absolutely. All right, so there's more criminality and more breaking the law that Mayor Brian Sack is doing. And let's see. All right, so let's see. I'm going to post this here. Stand by and join my new Facebook. Allegedly, Mayor Stack, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, and New Jersey Attorney General allegedly contacted Facebook and had my previous Facebook page deleted. So I have a brand new Facebook. Please go to it now. You will find it if you go to search Leroy Truth and look in the business tab, not the people tab. It's a new business page now. It was a personal page before. Then you will be able to find me. And so much smoke in here, and it's so disgusting. God. All right, gonna post this now. Leroy Truth is live with his entire team at the Mayor Senator Brian Stack Puppet grand opening headquarters, supporting Larry W-A-I-N-S-T-E-I-N and Assemblyman Gabe Rodriguez in an attempt to get them installed as the next assemblyman of the 33rd District, period, new paragraph. Click on the image below to watch live on YouTube. Okay, so I'm posting a link on my Facebook to the live stream here. And doing some corrections in the post. You get a behind the scenes look here. I want to thank everyone for joining. Mayor Brian Stack. And there is such incredible overcapacity in that building. It is sick.
I don't know if you got a chance to introduce yourself to Mayor Jimmy. Did I spit on you? Sorry. Introduce yourself to Mayor Jim Davis, who's running for sheriff.
Oh no, I want to talk to him.
He's speaking now, but he got to come out.
Right inside, yeah. That's Jonathan Moya, who assaulted me.
Hey, not for you, man.
No, they're dirty. They're dirty. You don't care they're dirty? No, absolutely. They're dirty. You don't want to vote any of them because Mayor Brian Stack supports them. Is Mayor Brian Stack a corrupt politician? Hablo English? Hablo English? Well, God bless you, but they're dirty. They're all dirty. And many other people don't speak English here.
Who are we going to send to the assembly?
So, you didn't see that. I thought it was on the other camera, but it was not. So.
If Brian says to keep our streets safe and that we need a new sheriff, who's going to be our next sheriff? Jimmy Davis!
We got an armed security guard right there.
To make sure that we're fighting for you in Washington, but we need to fight for you here in the streets of Hudson. This is the election.
Now, I want to tell you something about Mayor Jim Davis of Bayonne. I'm going to step away a little bit. I'm going to tell you about Mayor Jim Davis of Bayonne. So Mayor Jim Davis of Bayonne, he is allegedly very, very corrupt. And I think it was the city of Bayonne, they settled a sexting scandal where I believe they paid out allegedly $400,000 because Mayor Jim Davis allegedly sent some, what do they call them? Richard pics to a woman, allegedly. And there was, I believe, a $400,000 payout. And guess what? Jim Davis of Bayonne, New Jersey is running for sheriff. So like a guy who settled a $400,000 lawsuit, allegedly, it's in the paper, you can look it up. Jim Davis, sexting, Bayonne, New Jersey mayor, you'll find it there.
This is not allegedly. He settled. He settled. It was $400,000, right?
Yeah, I think it was $400,000.
In that range.
Yeah.
And it was for sexual assault, sexual harassment?
It was for sexting, supposedly.
Sexting.
Yeah, sending Richard pics.
And did he pay for that out of his own pocket?
I don't know that, but almost guaranteed he did. Almost guaranteed he did. And guess what? Mayor Senator Stack is endorsing him to be the next sheriff of Hudson County.
Yeah.
That's the type of people that Mayor and Senator Brian Stack support. He's got to go. He's got to be indicted. He's got to go to federal prison.
Yeah. Well, he certainly would concern me. I don't have any confidence in him keeping the streets safe, especially not the women. But
All right, let's go. I just got the capacity of the building. Let's go to Tel Reposo.
I also just met Fernando Uribe in his Rutgers hat. I said, "Oh, nice hat." He said, "He has a great school." I said, "Must make you a real journalist."
This is a primary election. Not everyone comes out in the primary, so it's going to come down.
I just got the
to all of
capacity.
us.
45.
Making sure our family, making sure our
Yep.
friends come out to vote.
So, just so
But
you know,
listen,
we've
if you wanna
dispatched the
win
fire
and you want
marshal.
this
That's his
finally-
enforcement.
It doesn't,
When
and
he
I said
arrives
this the
here,
other day, it
he
doesn't
will
have to be
take the
this
proper
way. It
enforcement
doesn't have to
actions.
be
Good.
mean-spirited, the
All
right,
politics,
thank you.
the way it's been in North Hudson.
45. They must have 200 people in there.
Who drives that mean-spiritedness? We know
Right.
that.
They
We've
must
seen
have
it
200
now,
people in
and
there.
now we have the proof of what they've been doing. Okay? But you have to take that anger and funnel it into hard work. Hard work is knocking on
Are you
doors
saying?
every single
Oh, they want
day.
Brian Stack out. They want Brian Stack out. That's wonderful. No, I'm not out. I'm here. I'm here. Hey, would you like to tell us why Brian Stack is such a great mayor?
We cannot allow that to happen.
Behind the sign.
They're pulling out the vote.
She yelled and then hid behind the sign.
Yes, this is a great new headquarters open, but the headquarters is only as good as the people come here quickly, get your cards, get your literature, and you win elections on the street.
I found out the capacity is 45. The capacity is 45 in that building.
I think the commission is on its way up.
Good. They gotta shut this thing down. They gotta shut this down, ladies and gentlemen. They gotta shut this event down. They are so over fire capacity. They gotta shut the whole event down. Nowhere else would get away with this, except Mayor Brian Stack, putting lives in jeopardy, putting lives in danger like he's doing. This is pathetic. This is disgusting. This is wrong. It is criminal. He has created the latest death box at this campaign headquarters. I don't accept that. You don't accept that. And you can call into the North Bergen Fire Marshal now. I don't have the number handy, but look up if you want. North Bergen, New Jersey Fire Marshal. North Bergen, New Jersey Fire Department, non-emergency. Do not call 911. Call the non-emergency number and demand that they immediately shut this event down for being so criminally over capacity inside this building. We the people need to speak, and your calls will absolutely make a difference. Always peacefully, directly, powerfully. The North Bergen, New Jersey Fire Department phone number. And you can call the police as well, North Bergen, New Jersey Police non-emergency line as well, demanding they shut this event down immediately.
So come June 10th at 8 o'clock at night, we have a tremendous victory. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's get working. Bueno, mi gente, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the speaking program. Obviously, you don't have to leave.
Thank God.
It is truly a pleasure to see everyone here today. There is
Major fire code violation. We will not let that go unaddressed, ladies and gentlemen.
It is, but I'm sure it's fantastic.
Rules for thee, not for me.
Mayor Brian P. Stack for being here, for carrying this campaign through. We will see this through to victory. Mi gente, muchas gracias por estar aquí. La palabra más importante que hay que decir es gracias. Esta campaña no funciona, no trabaja y no va a estar en victoria sin el trabajo de ustedes. Así que hay que
It's a lot easier. The other stuff is bulky, it's heavy. It's like, you know, so this is just
There's Brian Stack right there. Hey, Brian, how corrupt? Are you going to resign, Brian? Are you going to resign? Are you going to resign, Brian? Are you going to admit all the crimes that you've done against the people, Brian Stack? There goes the most corrupt mayor in the history of the United States of America, Mayor Brian Stack. He came, he yelled at people, he created an extraordinary fire hazard. And then he left. Oh, would you like to say what makes Brian a great mayor? What makes Brian a great mayor? Why do you support Brian? They don't have an answer. They just yell Brian, Brian. They don't know why they support him. They know they give him that Brian Stack gives them free turkeys and gives them free rent, and it's a sanctuary city. Oh, what's that?
He cares about people. That's the big difference.
I'd love to hear your perspective. Like, I want everyone's perspective on my show. So we're live streaming now. So tell me more about why you think he cares about people.
Back in the day, a few years ago, I didn't support him because I didn't know much about him. But lately, he helps people. He cares about people. That's my experience.
All right. Can I share mine with you? I'm not going to negate yours. I mean, you have your experience and your experience. I know more about him underneath the surface.
I'm sure you do. What I know so far, I like it.
Right.
I mean, he's not perfect.
It's a what?
He's not perfect. But, I mean, I'm sure he has his fault. I'm sure, like everybody else. But so far, my experience is, he's a gentleman. He tries to help his constituents. He tries to help, whoever, is in need. And that's been my experience. Make life easier, for example, going to the building department. Sometimes the bureaucracy is like, it's overwhelming, but he tries to make it easier. Not do something illegal in order to help you, but like under the law, he
I appreciate your perspective. Now I'll share what I know about him with you, because I gave you the opportunity. So what I know about Stack is he is the most corrupt politician in the country, and here's why. It's not just I'm saying this because he is engaged in over 20 years of pay-to-play and extortion. People who want to have building permits done. There's a whole huge alleged extortion and bribery that he does. He has personally, allegedly, directed sexual predators who have sexually assaulted and raped women who work for Union City government. He has allegedly covered up for them, promoted them, destroyed evidence, and retaliated against the women who have come forward.
Well,
is that a good mayor? A good person?
That you mentioned that, I thought you were describing the president.
Oh, I'm describing, the man, Mayor Brian Stack, who you said you think he's a good mayor.
But what you just said, all that you just said, I thought you were describing the president of the United States. That's what I thought.
So you learned about Mayor Brian Stack. He also has been involved in voter intimidation directly to Union City workers, and I have proof of all this. I've had people coming to me. I've had them on my shows.
Like, you might be right. I mean, like I said, I don't know much about him, but that's what I know. That's it.
Yeah, but you know more now because I just told you more.
Right.
So just put this into your mix.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, I can say that I'm the Pope. Doesn't mean I'm the Pope. I'm not saying you lie. I'm saying like, what are the proofs? Me. I want to see proof, and then I go, oh, okay. But
Watch my show. I have a whistleblower from DPW that says Brian directly called him and intimidated him to vote for him.
This is like in court. It's hearsay. You know what I mean?
It's not here. When you talk to the people directly who they've done that are victims.
I'm saying between you and me at this moment because I don't know. I don't have proof unless you show me. Look. I'll go like F you. But that's not the case.
There's lots. I'll give you more proof. I was speaking at a Senate Judiciary hearing. Wait, let me finish. In Senate Judiciary hearing in Trenton, and no, these are not words. I have video proof of all of these things. So I want you to go to my Facebook, and it will show this proof. For example, I was speaking at the New Jersey State Senate Judiciary hearing on February 20th during the public comment time. I'm speaking against a corrupt bill. Senator and Mayor Stack, the head of this committee, he didn't like the words I was saying while I was speaking during my comment time. He, allegedly with New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy and the Attorney General and State Police, had me violently removed on camera while I was speaking. That's not hearsay, and that violates so many of my rights and human rights, civil rights. You can't have a man who speaks critically of the government violently removed by New Jersey State Police, and I've got that on camera. I have a federal lawsuit now I filed. So just to give you more information here.
Again, like if you have proof of what you say, that's fine. I mean, it's something that when you bring, I think, in order to do that, this is my humble opinion. Whenever you want to talk to someone, I mean, not today, of course, but when you bring the receipts, then it's like, look, then they go, oh, okay. Now, if you bring in the receipts and everything, people don't believe you, then the morons. But so far, again, like I said, what I've seen, what I experienced is nice. Maybe down the road I will experience something a different Brian. But so far it's not the case. So.
But just because Mayor Brian Stack didn't allegedly rape you or sexually assault you doesn't mean that he doesn't do the other things.
You're 100% right. But at the same time, but you say that he raped someone, doesn't make
I didn't say he raped anyone. He covers up for alleged rapists.
You just say hypothetically thinking, right? So that's what I'm saying to you, you know what I mean? And hey, whatever you can say about him, I understand. This is every country, but unless you bring the receipts.
Go to my Facebook channel, Leroy Truth, and you'll see video proof of many of these things.
See, the proof. See, sometimes it's necessary to speak with the proof, with the receipts, not with words. Well, I can say like, oh, this is Germany, this is South America. Doesn't make it South America. You know what I mean? So it's like, look, everybody, look, and then you are like if even like by me seeing the proof and not being convinced, like that happens nowadays, that you bring them the receipt, they go like, oh no, and they try to make excuses. I will never make excuses for nobody.
Well, if you go to my Facebook channel, it's called Leroy Truth. Leroy Truth. I'm Leroy Truth, and go to my. I don't have a card here, but if you go to Leroy Truth, and I do have something on my phone, Leroy Truth, I have something on my phone which will give my information automatically to your phone if you want to do that, phone to phone. But it's Leroy Truth, and you will find out. I have over 3,000, right now I'm up to over 3,500 allegations of corruption of Mayor Stack. Pay-to-play extortion, bribery, voter intimidation, sexual assault cover-ups, promoting alleged rapists and so forth. Over 3,500 allegations. Is everyone lying? So I appreciate you talking with me. What's your name? Mario. Okay, Leroy.
So I'll check you out and
Yeah.
Leroy.
I appreciate you taking some time to talk with
I'll
me.
check you out and we'll see.
Yeah,
If you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong.
I am. All right, yeah, and you'll find out. Okay. All right, God bless you, man.
God bless you.
Okay. All right, it's Mario. He was very cool. Again, he's someone who is willing to talk, to dialogue, which is very important, that we can talk and we can be professional, and ideally he got educated and he's going to explore possibilities and Hey, Larry Winston, what is Brian Stack paying you to run? And Gabe Rodriguez, what are they paying you to run? And how corrupt will you be? Hey, don't push against me. Don't push against me. I'm walking through here. I'm walking through here. You don't freaking touch me. He just against me. That'll be the latest assault. Yeah, I'm coming through here.
We're just making sure people can get
Yeah, I was literally walking through. Yeah.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, please do not block the sidewalk. Everybody move this side.
So there's the latest assault there. Yeah, I'm getting past this insanity here. And the public sidewalk is so blocked, it's crazy. Put the camera here. And I'm literally walking to, and I don't know if you can see it on the main camera. I also have another camera as well that captured the whole thing. But literally, I'm walking through the sidewalk, and someone literally, physically, is aggressively bumps into me. You can't do that. I'm literally walking through the path of egress there. That's Larry Weinstein's people, Mayor Brian Stack's people, and also Gabriel Rodriguez's people. And so thank each and every one of you for spending some time with me today. We're still live. We're not going away yet. We'll see what else is going on here. Yeah, let's go on the other side here. And if anyone is inspired to do a super chat, always appreciated. Help support the work. Scooter, I love scooters, motorcycles. That's a nice scooter. And she's in high heels, a high heels scooter woman there. That's a rare thing. You don't see that every day. Wow. And this event should have been shut down. It was so over capacity on the fire code. There is no fire marshal here yet, as far as I know. That's not acceptable. There should absolutely have been a North Bergen fire marshal or fire department here shutting this event down. You have any words to say about Brian Stack? Captain Raposo. Where is the fire marshal?
I wanted to give you an update, but you were doing an interview. The fire marshal obviously is not on duty, so he's an hour out. He is responding. In the meantime, we're just waiting for him.
How can we do a criminal complaint against Stack if it was so egregiously over capacity?
Well, Scalzo has all the video with all the people coming in and out, so you can follow up with him.
Excellent.
Either today or Monday.
All right, sounds good. And Scalzo Photo, make sure to subscribe to him as well. Scalzo Photo.
He has a count of everybody that went in and out.
Excellent.
So you'll have the count,
All right.
and then present that to the fire marshal.
Excellent. And they're going in again. And they're so over capacity, it is insane. They can hold 45 people, I was told. and there must have been 200, 300 people in there. Yeah, let's cross the street here, see what's going on. There's people handing out flyers, some other areas here. It's so loud. It's a cacophony. It is a craziness going on there. I'm glad you all joined me here along the Full Court Press. Hey, thanks for everything you're doing today. Appreciate you. Good day. You too. North Bergen Police are doing an exceptional job. They have twice actually when people went physically bumping into me and trying to stop me from being where I want to be on a public sidewalk as I'm literally walking past the two allegedly corrupt candidates, Larry Weinstein and Assemblyman of New Jersey State Assembly, Gabriel Rodriguez. Someone physically, aggressively bumped me, and not acceptable. So I'll be getting his information, who that is, and I would be doing a criminal complaint against them as well. So it's nice to be in a little bit quieter area here. And again, thanks everyone for joining. And again, if anyone's inspired for a super chat, then always appreciated, never expected, always appreciated though. Good to be a little away from all that loudness there, so freaking loud. Let me look at some chats here. I want to see what we the people are saying. Okay, Leroy, yep, Patricia, thank you. Leroy, my chant for you. And I do have Cash App, and it's under Leroy Truth. If there's any, I don't know if there's any mods here, but if there are any mods, then if you could put the link to Cash App, my PayPal, and my Venmo. But it's all Leroy Truth. If you look for me, there's only one. And thank you, Dwayne Diesel. Yeah, you're right. YouTube takes 30%, and yeah, which is crazy. 30%. I think I'd get a better deal with the mafia. Any person on YouTube would get a better deal with the mafia. Keith Gudry, good to see you as well. And thank you, NZ Kiwi, all the way from New Zealand. And please join my Facebook. By the way, the first day of my Facebook, it came from out of nowhere. It was a brand new Facebook page, no algorithms. We had over 13,000 views on my Facebook the first day, the first full day. Now, we're a little over 3 days now, over 40,000 views on my new Facebook. Most people don't even know how to find it yet. So I appreciate everyone. If you join, like and follow. Do both, like and follow. It'll help the algorithms, because my Facebook had become very, very influential politically in Hudson County and New Jersey. And it was a personal Facebook page before, so I didn't have any analytics. I didn't know how big it would blow up into, but I didn't know how many people were coming to it. And a lot of people don't like or comment because they're terrified, they're afraid of retaliation. But now I know the huge amount of traffic coming to my Facebook. And oh, Ali, R&B, Pop and Reggae, hello there. And let's take a look at the latest Facebook stats. Let's see how many views we've had on our various posts. Loading here. And we are up to over 42,000 now. 42,000 on our Facebook, and this is our fourth day, a little over our fourth day. And use my name, Leroy Truth, but someone said it's only showing up if you go to the business tab. So go to the business tab and it'll show up as Leroy Truth, not the people. It hasn't gotten everywhere in the search for Facebook apparently. But can you believe that Facebook completely deleted my Facebook account, and allegedly under the direction of Mayor Senator Brian Stack, allegedly New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, allegedly New Jersey Attorney General Matt Platkin, because they didn't want me to continue to expose not just Stack, but them as well. And when I say, oh, can you believe it? You'll be saying like, oh yeah, of course we believe it. Yeah, they do it all the time. Facebook, YouTube, not X for the most part, TikTok, Instagram, they don't like free speech. They hate the First Amendment. First Amendment doesn't apply there. They say, well, they're private companies. I am not big on government regulation at all. There's, very few things just because of bad human nature. Clean water, clean air, I absolutely support that. But these social media accounts have to be regulated like a utility. They can't delete not just my Facebook, but because Facebook bought Instagram, they deleted my entire Instagram. We're talking between both of those platforms, thousands and thousands and thousands of posts. I mean, I must have had 10, 20,000 posts. I don't know how many there were over the last almost 16 months, plus videos, plus memes, all supposed to be protected by the First Amendment. Let's see, just use Leroy Truth. Someone said when I searched it, add Union City. Okay, just use Leroy Truth, someone said. So thanks for joining. The one thing to be a private company, another thing to support one party. Exactly. And social media companies, if they support a particular party, or they censor the criticism of the government, which is sacred of the First Amendment, they got to be shut down. That's who needs to be deleted. That's who needs to be censored. No, not censored, they need to be ended as a company. It's no different if someone is a particular religion or a particular race. There's all kinds of laws against businesses doing that. But when it comes to an independent investigative journalist, as I am, of course, who is also a government critic and a government watchdog, you cannot absolutely have Facebook or any social media working with politicians, like allegedly Mayor Stack, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, and New Jersey Attorney General Matt Plackett. You can't do that. Now, someone asked, when am I going to run for office? Let's see. Scott, we'll just say you never know. Because how many people have run for office who just finally have enough of the garbage? Hey, there's someone running here. Can I interview you? No? Okay. So how can you run for office and be in corruption? And most, of course, are. They're corrupt. But once in a while, there's someone like maybe myself, and here, Full Court Press. At Full Court Press, if we were to run, Scott, one of our people here, he asked, when are you going to run for office, Leroy? And said, you know what? Once in a while, there are high integrity candidates who run because they've had enough. They've just had enough of government corruption and malfeasance and criminality. And once in a while, it inspires people to run. So what are the possibilities of us running?
It's a good possibility. I mean, as we've been, we can talk about it and see if it works. But yeah, it's a very high possibility. Only because, listen, we're not part of the machine here, right? We're part of the people. We know how the people think. We know what the people want, right? We're average, ordinary, everyday people like you guys, and we're tired of the BS, the corruption, nonsense. And we would be the literal anti-corruption candidates, and we would name names.
Oh yeah.
There would be none of this hiding behind the
right.
Yeah, it's corrupt, but we don't know who. We would name names and call people out, and we'd be in it to not to create all new laws that we don't need, to get rid of all these laws that we don't need, and that would be, I think, our goal. But
yep, and I've said this for years because people have been asking me to run for decades, and Full Court Press and I are completely aligned. And I said if I would ever run, I would run as the unlawmaker. I would go in there to break things, to get rid of laws, because most of the time, almost all the time, when a law is passed, a new law is passed, another one of our rights are taken away. And so I would go in there and I would want to get rid of laws.
We have way too many. They're just not necessary. There's a law for this, a law for that, it's just way too much. And we just don't need them all.
No, you're right. And you know how many laws you've broken already? You're all criminals. Every one of you watching this.
If law enforcement wanted to find a way to arrest you. You know, they do it all the time, right? There's something on the books that they could attempt to charge you with, because there's just so many laws. You know, maybe you know, the way you look annoys somebody. Well, that's creating annoyance and alarm, right? So, you know, they do these things. We don't need all the laws. We need to get rid of most of them. And
right, we have something. Let's get simple, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Constitution. That's the fundamental, which most, I mean, so many judges, I'm not going to say all, there are still some integrity judges, but so many do not follow the Constitution. And then they interpret the Constitution. Second Amendment shall not be infringed. First Amendment. Do you need, by the way, people say, well, where's your press credentials, full court press, or Leroy Truth? Oh, well, do you have religious credentials for the First Amendment? Do you have free speech credentials? Do you have the ability and the right to petition and your grievances to the government credentials? No, so why do you need for journalist credentials? You don't.
You don't.
It's a farce. It's made up by these mainstream media outlets who work in collusion with the corrupt government. They're the propaganda arm, no different than Pravda in Russia back in the, you know, the days of USSR.
Yeah, every one of us can be press, right? Every one of us can take pictures or write a story and disseminate it to people. It's really that simple. That's what it is. We all have the freedom of press. We don't have to ask permission. Somebody asked me not too long ago if I had permission to take pictures, and I asked them if they had permission to speak to me, right? Like, we don't need that, right? We just can speak. We just can take pictures. We just can, because we physically actually can. And it's as simple as
Right,
that.
and not that we're allowed to. When people say, well, I'm allowed to. Well, you have a mommy or a daddy that gives you permission. They are rights, they're human rights that are codified and guaranteed by the Constitution. But remember, the Constitution is not for us. It's to limit the reach of government. It's not to limit the reach of us. It's to limit the reach of government against we the people. And if the government is shredding those rights, then we need to get different people in office. Oh, thank you for putting my Cash App there, NZ Kiwi. And anything anyone would be open to donating to the cause, it would be very, very helpful. I'm self-funded, as much as Mayor Stack keeps saying, no, you're paid by Nick Sacco, the mayor of North Bergen, you're paid by Nick Sacco. Nick Sacco, I guarantee you, hasn't given me a single penny, zero.
No. However, the police here in North Bergen today have went above and beyond to make sure that our rights were protected in a fair and impartial way. They were treating everybody fairly. There were people like trying to say, "Oh, we don't want him standing here." And you know, he said, "Listen, he's on the sidewalk. He absolutely has." He didn't say there's nothing we can do about it. Unfortunately, he said he has every right to be here and take pictures. So I do appreciate that.
Right. Yep. And see, one of the things that's my philosophy. I know it's full court presses. I know it's Long Island Audit's philosophy too. He's our very good friend as well. And that's how we met Raposo, through the connection that Captain Raposo of North Bergen had with Long Island Audit. And some people say, well, all cops are bad. They're not. There is definitely a police problem we have in our country. There's a culture with so many police departments that if a good cop, he speaks out against a bad cop, in fact, I've said this, what do you call a good cop in most police departments? Unemployed. But North Bergen is a shining example where that doesn't happen here. Literally, we had Captain George Raposo making sure my rights were protected, full court press rights,
And all the other guys that were here with
Scalzo's, and everyone's. He wasn't for us or against us.
Right.
He was protecting our God-given, codified by the U.S. Constitution rights, as well as the other officers here.
all of them were, yeah.
They all did a great job. Bottom line, no one tried to hem us up. No one tried to say, oh, they're uncomfortable with your presence. Their comfort is none of our freaking business, because my constitutional rights, his constitutional rights, don't end where their feelings begin, as many people have said. And this was a shining example today where police protected our rights. So I want, and how do you inspire more police to do the right thing? You celebrate and acknowledge when they do.
Yeah, that's important. If you're gonna listen, it's like when we go to a public meeting. If we could say something good about them, we could criticize them. The reverse is true too.
Right.
If we could criticize them, we could say something good about them. I believe in content neutrality across the board, and you know that applies to us too. So if we could criticize police, we can sing their praises as well. These guys did a great job. Kudos to them, and you know that's what it is.
Right. Someone said the cops are in trouble, and actually they won't be. Let's see, who is this? Oh, News Now. Is that News Now Live? And here we're gonna go. Let's check out what's going on the other side here. looks like the event is winding down. Hey, after you, ma'am. Go ahead. What's that? Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely. Hey, you dropped your thing there. What a nice woman here. And she said, gentlemen still exist. And I told her she could go before me. Yeah, I mean, and it's wonderful to be respectful of women, of course. And what's that?
How's it feel? I addressed all your questions.
Yeah, it's great. And I was doing a live stream about how you and your officers protected not just our rights, but everyone's rights. You know, and you weren't saying, oh, but they're uncomfortable with you here, Leroy. You and full court press must leave. No, it's not about comfort. It's not about them being uncomfortable. It's you all protecting our constitutional rights.
And the little situation was quickly diffused.
Absolutely. Yes.
No need to yell or argue.
No. Yep. And literally, here I'm gonna put on camera. We're both on camera here. Now, there was a situation where someone physically, aggressively knocked into me, and Captain Raposo immediately diffused it. And didn't say, oh, Leroy, you started it. I didn't. I'm literally walking through the thoroughfare by the two candidates when someone physically, aggressively bumped into me, and Captain Raposo protected my rights. And I think there was a lot of buzz that I was going to get attacked today. So they literally helped to make sure that didn't happen, even though it happened a couple times in some ways. Overall, there were no major attacks. So I appreciate that. What else would you say on that?
No, of course. Like I said from the beginning to all parties, it was going to be a safe event. It was going to be an event with no incidents. All your stuff is well documented, so we knew what could potentially be the case. That's why we came well prepared, and everybody was ready to have a safe event, and you guys to be able to record publicly, which is your right.
Right. Absolutely. So we'll continue to, this is winding down a little bit, but it's still going on. So we're going to continue to document of the guy. That's the guy that assaulted there. He assaulted me. I got to do a criminal complaint on him. He's a so-called bodyguard in Union City Schools. Like all the assaulters, every single person who's assaulted me over the last 15 months is here inside, or was here inside earlier, because it's a mess. Now, people here, like with Captain Raposo and the other officers, can protect our rights. North Bergen, no one's assaulted me in North Bergen. Union City happens all the time. And I know a lot of Union City police are very supportive of the work I do as well, and 95% of them I heard are supportive of myself, Captain Raposo as well, and full court
I just
press.
want to know, no one has assaulted anyone here at these events when they occur in North Bergen. I mean,
Well, there were two incidents. There were two incidents.
Well, not here at this event today.
Today.
Right.
You didn't see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
No, here.
Here, no.
Yes, there was. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they were quickly diffused.
Okay.
And you know when the crowds were pushing through,
Oh, yeah,
we quickly made sure everybody was safe.
Yeah, so someone major aggressively bumped into me.
But no charges were filed?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay.
I'm gonna. You know who that was, by the way? All right, I'll look at the video.
We'll have to check the video, and then if we need to identify, we can.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do charges against him.
Remember, I was just trying to defuse,
Yeah.
so I didn't exactly see who,
Yeah.
but I saw there was a little scuffle there and just got in the middle of it.
All right. So I'll look at the video and get him, and I'll show it to you, and we'll look
You
at.
can come to our headquarters if you want to send a complaint.
All right, that'd be good. And I want to give a shout out to Long Island Audit too. I'm not sure if you're watching now, and you may be later. Yeah, do you want to give a shout out to Long Island Audit as well?
What's up, Sean? I miss you.
And Sean is awesome. And we did an incredible Freedom Liberty cruise on my boat last summer, which we're going to do. That was the second annual one. We're going to do a third annual one again this year. Long Island Audit, Full Court Press, many others were on there. And it was an awesome thing. So Sean, get ready for that one. It's coming up July 4th. And also, I'd like to invite one of our subscribers there, and to come on. And if you're interested in coming on the Liberty Cruise, July 4th, 2025, email me, LeroyTrue247. Absolutely free. Free. You'll be my guest. And so if you want to be considered to be part of that cruise, LeroyTrue247@gmail.com. Say, hey, I'd like to be part of the Statue of Liberty Cruise. We're going to go from Long Island Sound to the East River, underneath most of the bridges, to the Statue of Liberty, and sing and play music in front of the Statue of Liberty on my boat. So we'll have Full Court Press, Long Island Audit, many other of your favorite auditors on there as well. I'd love to have some of you as well. So, okay, we're going to continue here at Captain Raposo, and again, it's peaceful right now.
Yeah, like I said all day, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to address them. I don't think one question went unaddressed.
No, every question was addressed. All right, thank you. They probably have more. Oh, like they're blocking it there. They're blocking it so I can't see inside. I'm actually going to take my video. Looks like, maybe. I can say God bless you all. God bless you. Well, I'm going to wind this down here, so it's about over. And I get Full Court Press to do an outro here with us. And yeah, the music, yeah, and it's so loud. It's distorting. I'm going to step away from it here. It's crazy loud. Yeah, I'm going to get Full Court Press.
I'll check you out.
I appreciate it. Mario, you're a gentleman. Again, you're open to dialogue. Many people are not.
I know.
And I am as well. You know.
Look, I don't like when they become fanatics. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Because the way I see it is, when someone is at fault, it's a fault.
Right. Whatever's true is true. Whatever is not.
Hey, listen,
it's not.
I'm not like, oh no, because this is my candidate. No. Yes, no. If he's guilty, we have to hold them accountable for whatever the corruption they did.
Absolutely.
If it's true, with proofs, with receipts, boom. Hey,
Good.
but me, I'm the kind of person that I'm like, okay, show me. Because again, you know, I mean, I don't know you. You probably tell the truth. You seem like a gentleman and everything. Even though I heard everybody's booing you, I'm like, it's childish.
Oh yeah,
That's childish.
absolutely it is.
It's childish.
And I'm just an investigative journalist
People
exposing
were saying
corruption.
to me like, "What were you talking to me?" I'm like, "Why not?"
Right, exactly. Why not?
Why not?
And I wanted to talk with them because if they have things to say about Stack, I give equal time. And you notice I didn't say you're you're anything. You know, you're
Listen,
bad.
You know what? It made me talk up to you because you wouldn't like. Okay, can I say it the way it is?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not the asshole that I thought you were.
Do what
Honestly.
right, and that's what Mayor Stack has painted me out to be, and he's told his people.
No, to be honest with you, I mean, to be very honest with you, I asked him about you. He said, well, you know, we have our, what's the word he used? Meaning you don't agree. Like disagreements.
You asked Brian Stack.
Yes.
Yep. But I know what he's told his volunteers.
People, yes.
Yeah.
They talk shit about you.
But here's what he did. Like I know this for a fact because some of his volunteers are actually on my side, and he had actually a brilliant strategy of how to get them against me without even knowing who I am. At one of his campaign events, and I have people who told me they were at the event, Brian Stack said this. He said, Leroy, truth is the enemy. That's it. I think it was, what, Leroy, truth is the enemy. 5 words, and then they just believed him. Like, you're a free-thinking man. Someone says that, okay, maybe it's true, maybe it's, and I'm not his enemy. I don't have anything against him personally.
I mean, again, the way I say, see, they were looking at me like, what are you doing?
Right.
I'm like,
You're being a free man, you're a free thinker.
they looked at me like, to me that's stupid. That's stupid. To me that's stupid. They looked at me like, what are you doing?
Right.
So I didn't even say bye to them.
Right.
Hey, do you think, as long as you don't respect people, because see, this is the thing. I don't care how right you are, but when you come very aggressive to the person that you're holding that against, and you start insulting him, I don't care if it's Brian, Pedro, Antonio, whoever the fuck it is. Excuse me, sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry.
Anyway, you stopped it in time. It's all good. But it's okay. Even if you said it, it's okay. So.
I don't, you know, but when you go like, oh, when you go in front of that person, you are this, you are that, then I have a problem with it. I don't care.
What if it's true? What I'm saying though.
Again, there are places and time for everything.
So was there a place in time when Brian Stack called me an idiot at a meeting? Was that an
Wrong.
insult on me?
Wrong.
I have it on video too.
Wrong.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's him. If he did it, wrong. Because the Brian that I know is a gentleman, is someone that cares about constituents and try to help. That's my like I told you, my experience. Again, could be the biggest asshole, but I don't know. I haven't experienced that.
Right. In my personal experience, like even forgetting about any other corruption he's done before I came into the picture, since December 1st, 2023, when I first stepped into City Hall in Union City, I've been harassed, assaulted, attacked, robbed, and unlawfully arrested over 31 times. All of it's documented on camera, allegedly directed by Brian Stack. That's the Brian Stack underneath the surface. Again, you get the surface Brian Stack, and that's your experience. So I'm not going to say you're wrong in your experience because you have your experience. He knows how to play people. That's how he's become so successful.
Listen, at the end of the day, he's a politician. What do you want?
A very corrupt, evil politician.
Well, you know, again, and I'm not defending him. Like I mean, to me, he's my friend. What is wrong. See, the problem with me is that I don't get involved. I get involved only to help or whatever, you know what I mean, my candidates. But other than that, I'm not like holding hands or like, oh, buddy.
I've never seen you hold hands with Mayor Stack once. Never.
Oh.
You said holding hands. I've never seen you hold hands with Mayor Stack once.
It's the way of putting things.
I know.
But what I'm saying is, I do my thing. I have enough on my plate. You know, another thing is, I'm not like going to help him like, oh, because I gotta need a favor. Thank you, God, I don't need that. The one that helps me is about over there. He's powerful than anybody else.
I'm going to give you one more story before we go.
Okay.
And these are coming directly from people who work in the Board of Education. That many of them, Union City. Yeah. Again, these are coming directly from them. They have no reason to lie to me. And let me bring the camera closer here. And thanks for joining us, everybody, here. And this gentleman, again, this is what we want. We want to be able to dialogue with people who can have conversations. And then it's completely different than the narrative that Mayor Stack and his volunteers have pointed out. So this is, I'm really happy that we met, Mario.
Well, thank you.
And
You said Larry, right?
Leroy Truth.
Leroy.
Yeah. And this is my good friend, Full Court Press. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he was going to over there. And I was going there over there, but they gave me a faces like, because they saw me I was going from here. And I'm like, my money is not Democratic, my money is not Republican, my money is not...
So anyway, I have scores and scores of people from Board of Education, and can just keep it. I want you to stay in frame, but keep an eye on that in case it falls.
My question to you is, honestly, I'm sure you believe what you believe, but did they give you proof? See, that's my
But
thing.
here's the thing. The proof with many things is through like an FBI investigation, but I'm going to tell you what they told me.
After you're done, I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
I'm like that.
Yeah. Scores and scores of people from the Board of Education, and in fact every department, well, I'm going to talk Board of Education, they've said to me that they are extorted every single time there is a fundraiser that Brian Stack has. Justin Mercado goes to them and says, you got to buy a campaign ticket. And there's people who are making $40,000 a year who said, Justin Mercado comes, says, here, you got to buy a campaign ticket, a fundraiser ticket, $150. They don't have the money, but they know if they don't give the money, they may lose their job or be retaliated against.
People that work for him?
In the Board of Education.
Oh, they work.
And $150 to someone making $40,000 a year, before taxes is a lot. So
listen, $20 is a lot.
But listen to what they do. So what Justin Mercado, under the direction of Brian Stack, does. The person says yes because they know if they don't, they lose their freaking job or they get retaliated against, or their family does. So they leave, they come back, there are 2 tickets on their desk. They have to pay $300, but it gets worse than that. Again, I've had scores of people that have told me this. They have nothing to gain by lying about it. There was another fundraiser at the Carroll Cafe in Union City. $5,000 a ticket. And a number of people came to me and said they were forced to buy these $5,000 tickets and take out loans by Justin Mercado. They don't have the money. And this has been going on for decades. So these are the things you don't know about. The Stack does a good job on the surface. And
Excellent job.
on the surface. But when you know like how the sausage is made, how the hot dogs are made, that's what I'm sharing with you. Again, I got nothing personal against him. And one last thing I want to share, since you're a friend of his, I personally, seriously, would like you to invite him on my show, unedited. And I'm going to ask him questions, and he could say whatever he wants. Is it true or not? He's never said a single allegation that I brought forward to him was not true.
Okay. And again, I believe what you're saying, but to me, in order to believe, because okay, I tell you what's very skeptical about, the hearsay what I told you before. I'm so skeptical because back in the 2001, someone put me through the system just to store money out of me.
Where?
This was in New York. I had a restaurant in New York, in Manhattan, in Midtown. I always have. That's why I know Brian, because of my restaurants. So it was this guy. His uncle came with this 14-year-old kid, and he says, "Oh, listen, he needs a job." Yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, "Okay, listen." I was closing the daytime in order to open for night, right? So he came and everything. He says, he says, I'm like, "Well, I don't have nothing right now." He said, "Make sure you over there in the back." I'm like, "Okay." And I was able to receive because I'm closing the day, and then he said, "Oh no, I need to go because I want to make money." I'm like, "Okay, so what you want me to do?" Okay, long story short, he left, right? And then he went to the police to say that I touched him. I was like, "What?"
Who went to the police?
He went to the police. I
Who?
was arrested.
Who is he?
His uncle and this little kid. That was in 2002 in Manhattan. So I was arrested and I was like, what the? So of course I was free because they proved everything was just.
And what city did it happen in?
I'll say it again.
What city did it happen in?
In Manhattan.
Okay.
So they investigated, but I had to spend like $7,000 in lawyer's fee. I have to stay before the judge, and they're screaming like, what I was accused of in front of it was so fucking embarrassing. Again, I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
It was embarrassing, and that's why I'm so skeptical. And it was proved, and I could have sued them, but my lawyer said, "What are you gonna do? Sue them and you win, and then what? You gonna get water out of a rug?" I'm like, yeah, but I would like to sue just to fucking show him, to respect. But of course, I was free of all charges and everything. That's why I'm so skeptical about when they was something. I'm like, receipt, proof. Then you show me the proof. I'm like, fuck it.
But sometimes when it comes to political corruption, there may not be specific proof on each and every item because that's for the FBI or the police to do. But I bring forth this information from very credible sources.
Well, you have the example of what is the Senator Menendez.
Right.
Okay, at first then they proved, boom.
Right,
That's it.
because the FBI proved it.
Was going on for many, many years. Nobody wanted to believe it. Oh, he's a nice guy, he's a gentleman. And then it turns out everything that he was saying was true and he was taking all
Listen,
Egyptian
the
gold.
first time I believed it because I saw proofs. The first time I believed it.
Well, why? Why weren't you skeptical with that? Without the proof?
Again, because I was, shit, I can't even think of because I'm thinking about that. But because that happened to me, I was a victim of that. That's why I like to give the benefit of the doubt to every single person. And I may say something. Now that I remember, I saw you once and I left a comment. I think it was on YouTube that you were in front of them and they were board of Brian and some other people. And they used to, I don't hold this against you because again, to me you're a nice guy. But you started screaming and you are worthless and blah 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 yada yada.
I never screamed anything, and the only times that I have ever, we'll say, I will stand up for myself when they attack me.
Again, somehow it's not what I saw in the clip. You know what I mean? I saw you screaming that he's useless, that he's this, and I'm like, and I wrote a comment. You could be right, but what makes it wrong is the way you do it. I don't know if you're right. You probably read.
But no, I understand what you're saying. But there's a difference between, that's perception, right? That's your perception of right and wrong, right?
Definitely.
So
that's
here we go by legal and illegal, right? In this country, right? We go, it's either legal or illegal. So what his freedom is to do is to express himself how he chooses to express himself. Now,
I keep it professional though. That's my thing.
Well,
I'm not saying you wrong.
again,
Hey, listen. I'm not judging you. Who am I to judge?
Again,
nothing. Nobody.
again,
But
that's subjective, right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah.
So, but objectively, did he break any laws? Because, right, he didn't, right? He exercised his freedom of speech. He spoke, things like that.
Again,
Well, but that doesn't give anybody a right to snatch his phone out of his hand,
100%
throw it at his
agree
phone,
with you.
threaten to hit him.
100%.
And these
No,
and
no,
these
no,
are
no.
government officials. that are
No,
doing things
exactly.
like
No,
that.
no, no.
So
I'm
if
so
we're-
against that.
If
I'm so
we're
against
speaking
that.
about
I don't care if you're the
professional,
president, you're the pope. I don't care. You don't do that.
right.
You
On
don't
top
do
of that, not only is that not professional, it's also illegal.
Yes.
So, and that's when we cross that line, right?
Right.
So, what's worse? An ordinary citizen addressing their government, or well, we have the right to redress our government.
Yes.
If we wanted to
Yes.
hold signs here and
100%.
say,
100%.
Brian Stack, go home, we could do that. We
Yes,
didn't,
yes.
But that's our right to do that.
Yeah.
However, when it crosses the line into criminality, that's when it's an issue. And that's even worse when it's coming from the government.
Right.
Because the government has the power. The government has the influence. They have the guns. They have the badges.
Totally,
They have the
totally.
monopoly on violence, right?
So some of them are thugs with guns
Many of them are thugs and guns, right?
and allowed to use it, which is the worst, scary part.
Which is the scary part. So when it's coming from the mayor, who controls the police department because he's director of public safety, and he also controls the judges because he's the head of the House Judiciary Committee, and he also controls the legislative branch because he's a state senator.
so
What
against
recourse do we have
I'm so
to
against
take
that.
against someone so powerful, right? You're against, yeah, he has too much power.
I get too much power. I like the balance of powers. I like the
Right.
balance of powers.
Right. And he's got the legislative.
Exactly. I was gonna say that, and I told you that before.
What's that?
People just because they're saying that Israel's committing a genocide and supporting people that have been
Yeah, but see all of the things. I don't agree with.
What's he say?
About from deporting people like they.
The whole system is
like,
broken.
for example,
The system is broken.
I love.
But
See, it's so funny
I would
because
argue that
do you have time to because I'm half Salvadorian, half Italian.
What?
Half Salvadorian, half Italian.
El Salvadorian.
Yeah. So okay, when Biden was in power, they attacked El Salvador a lot.
Wow. Yeah.
A lot. And to me, it was a conflict because I'm so with Biden in many things, and so many things he fucked. Again,
It's all good.
you're gonna edit it.
No, we're live. We're live streaming.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So he screwed up. Excuse my language. So he screwed up. They screwed up big time. Big time. Okay, letting all these people, all those illegals coming in and give them all the resources and everything like here. Why?
And what was corrupt specifically?
God. These people, I have friends that have been here 20 years and they don't get not even a freaking hope to become, to have a permit, a work permit.
Right.
I'm so against it. So, what I'm trying to say is this, so even though I've been living in New York all my life, since like 9 years old, they attack Bukele a lot because they want the same corrupt government that we have for like centuries in El Salvador. But Bukele came and changed the whole thing. Now, and I love Bukele, from here to the moon. But I don't agree when you deport people to a different country that is not their country of origin. I'm so against that. Why would you do? It's like deport me to Cuba. What the fuck am I gonna do?
That's right.
What am I gonna do in Cuba? What am I gonna do in Cuba? What?
For the live stream, as long as there isn't any swearing in the first 10 seconds, YouTube doesn't care. So.
Okay, so but what I'm saying is, okay, coming back to, I point this out because this Menendez guy, he was, oh my gosh, he was so against Bukele and everything. He called him corrupt. He called him whatever name is in
Called
the
who
book.
corrupt?
Huh?
Called who corrupt?
Bukele. Menendez.
Yeah, Menendez.
Okay, he called him corrupt. That his government was corrupt. And he was, I mean, the worst of the worst. Boom. That's why when you attack someone, you have to make sure that you clean. Because if you're not clean, then you go like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but politicians, they all gotta have their faults, the good things, the bad things. However, we have to find the less dirty, the less. I
Right.
think that's
If you're a dirty politician, you better not be calling out another dirty politician. And remember, a number of people say ex-Senator Bob Menendez isn't going to do a day in prison. Because remember, he said, if I go down, everyone else goes down. Because I know where the skeletons or the bodies are buried.
Yeah.
Menendez said, mutual assured destruction. He knows people like Stack and other people, other politicians throughout the state. They know all their dirty secrets. And that's why they don't expose each other's dirty secrets,
Yeah.
because if they do, then they get exposed. So, well, Mario, I appreciate you talking
Of
with
course,
me.
of course.
And seriously, if you talk to Brian, I want to talk with him, just one-on-one on my show. And if he wants to defend himself,
Not screaming, not yelling, not insulting.
I won't. If he, you got to tell him that. I will be.
No, but listen, honestly, I saw that and I didn't approve of that. When you, it's the only thing I've seen about you. And unfortunately, it was bad. That's why here I'm like, let me talk to him to see. And also, you know what, I want to talk to you because I saw you trying to begging these people to talk, and they were screaming and screaming. And said, well, don't do that.
But they're not and I wanted, just like you, I gave you complete platform.
Yeah.
I didn't censor you. I didn't say, oh, you're a Brian Stack supporter. I'm not going to have you on my show. I want people on the other
I support
side.
him 100%. Honestly, I support him 100%.
Yeah.
Honestly. But
Extra turkey for him.
again, I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm just saying, hey, if he's guilty, trust me, the system is gonna get him. I'm sure. If he's innocent, hey, again, I can see through your thoughts, your heart.
Right. You really have a sense. I have a sense who you are. You seem like a good man, and you have a sense who I am as well. Like,
I have different concept of you. Put it that way. I have a different concept of you right now.
Yeah, good. Today was a valuable day for me, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were the biggest asshole, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, because that's what people said.
Right.
Again, it's like listen here. I don't even talk to. I don't even talk to the read online or whatever. I don't pay attention to this field. They have nothing to say. I mean, what they can talk about is like.
And I want to hear their perspective. Like, why do they think Brian's a good mayor?
Yeah.
I want to hear it, and I would give them complete time, uncensored. I'm not going to say they're idiots. I'm not going to call them names. I will disagree with them, but I will
You
also.
were thinking like I do, but yeah.
But I will also attempt to educate them from my information.
Exactly. Again, like, listen. If you ever sit there, see, what I don't like is when people say, "Oh, I was told because this is what people told me." Because no, okay, they told you, but they show you proof. Yes, they did. Oh, okay, now we're talking.
Right.
Now we're talking. That, like I said, because I was put through the system for nonsense, just to store money out of me. Thank God, the only money that I spent was like $7,000, but I proved my innocence before everybody.
So you know what it feels to get extorted.
Yes.
And I have hundreds and hundreds of people who have come to me saying they have been extorted by Mayor Brian Stack, Justin Mercado, the building department.
Who Mercado?
Justin, yeah. And hundreds and hundreds of people who have told me the same story. You experience, it happens. And don't believe me, don't believe me. I understand. Like, be skeptical.
Yeah,
I think that's an important thing. But do research. Look at my Facebook post. By the way, I was told Stack had my Facebook completely deleted. By the way, it was destroyed 2 days ago.
So people put a facade, and deep inside is totally different. So, yeah.
Right. Well, God bless you,
Anyways,
Brian.
take care. Have a great day. All right?
You
Take
too.
care.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad you're hanging out here, and we had dialogue with someone. I found him to be a gentleman. Now, I can really disagree with him. However, he has his experience. Stack knows how to play people. He knows how to do icing, but the cake is rotten underneath. And I attempted to share some of that with him. And thank you, NJ Kiwi, for sharing the Cash App. Anyone like to donate, much appreciated. So I'm really, really happy that I had a chance to talk with Mario. Now, he's a friend of Senator Brian Stack's. And as you heard, I invited him, Mario, to talk with Stack and invite him on my show, unedited. And if he hasn't done these things that people have been alleging, over 3,500 allegations of corruption, pay-to-play, voter intimidation, sexual assault, cover-ups, promoting alleged sexual assault predators and rapists, retaliation against women, voter intimidation, the list goes on. I will give a complete platform to share his side of it. It's up to you, Brian.
Can I give a comment?
Yeah, and Scalzo Photo would like to give a comment here.
Hello, world. Yes, I was covering the event with Leroy, and I attempted to shake Larry Weinstein's hand, and he didn't shake my hand. I guess he got word that I'm the enemy. I don't know how, but he went to shake my hand, and he goes, "Whoa, hi, sir, how are you?" And he walks away. So I don't know what they were given the word not to treat us like human beings, apparently, because he was shaking everyone else's hand. That's why I comment like that.
Hold on, let me take a look at your hand.
It's
fine.
It's radioactive.
His
sure,
hand,
but
his hand is fine. There's no cooties on it.
There might be, but that's everyone has cooties.
Yeah, maybe.
To some degree. Anyway, and then later on, I was trying to film inside the event, because if you're having a political campaign, you want as many cameras out there as possible, as many eyes to see it as possible. But of course, the volunteers put up signs and blocked the view so no one could see in, specifically me. And I later had to ask the guy, I'm trying to film the event, and he goes, no, because he sees me with the camera. And someone else with some better judgment told him to step aside, because I guess she had some better judgment. It's like, but it's weird how these volunteers think that the idea is to block people from seeing what they're doing. It's very secretive. They have this culture of secrecy, which is very strange. So someone had a little bit better judgment. She asked me to step aside, then I could see inside. But it's just,
And by the way, Scalzo, I don't need just look at this.
Yeah.
I found out the fire code capacity was 45 people.
Well over that.
They must have had between 200 to 300. And that event should have been shut down. And it wasn't. So that's something that I want criminal charges. Hold on. Fire truck coming through, hold on. Can you hear me now? No one is going to say, I didn't hear that truck coming up on me.
I have very sensitive eardrums.
Me too.
Me too.
And protect your ears, everyone. Protect your ears. We're here hearing plugs with loud music, loud concerts. So, what were you saying, Scalzo?
That's about it. Overall, there's lots of people that don't. If you notice, they have the music so loud that you can't speak to anybody. You can't have conversations. You can't ask questions. They shut the music down just so they can give their commentary and say that Brian Sack said this is the dirtiest campaign he's seen in a long time. Blah 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 blah. No specifics. And one of the things I want to bring up at the next Hudson County meeting is Brian Stack claims that the sheriff's department is despicable or disgraceful. I want to ask the council people what they're doing, if that's true, what they're doing about it, or if that's just a lie by Brian Stack. So I'll put it in their hands. And they're going to be offended and be like, what, our sheriff's department? Because the council people have some influence on the sheriff's department, at least to give their opinion, at minimum. I'm sure they control other things as well. But
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
All right, excellent, Scalzo. And so we're going to wrap this up. Now, I'm glad Scalzo came up for it, and Full Court Press over there. Make sure to subscribe to Scalzo Photo and Full Court Press. And what's going on? Oh, we're not wrapping up yet. Hold on. There may be more happening here. They're trying to block people. Why are you trying to block me? I'm just getting video here. I'm peaceful, man. My name's Leroy. Pleasure to meet you. All right. Yeah, you don't have to block me. No. We're all on the same side. We're all Americans. Oh, you don't understand English?
Que él está calmado y todo está bien y él no va a causar ningún problema.
No sé, realmente yo vine hoy por primera vez.
This is his first time here. He's not really sure.
Right. So they're blocking here. I like. We want to count fire code capacity, and it's a fraction of what it was, but they're probably over 45 right now as well. And they're blocking. If they have nothing to hide, why would they block there? If it's a good party, be transparent. Transparent government. Why block it? So obviously they're corrupt, because honest people do not hide. Corrupt people do. I'll film it.
Yeah.
And why is Brian Sack a great mayor?
I don't like Sack.
Why?
I don't like.
But what, give me a reason, like why, like specifically, why don't you like Sacco?
You see that? You see that?
And why do you like Brian Sack? Why do you like Brian Sack?
I like it.
You don't like Brian Sack?
40 years, 60 months. That's enough Cuba.
You don't like Brian Sack?
That's enough Cuba.
You mean Union City?
That's enough Cuba.
Union City's like Cuba. You're right.
Yeah, that's enough Cuba.
Yeah, Union City is exactly like Cuba. Brian Sack is like Fidel Castro.
The U.S. Okay, only 8 years or 6 years. That's it.
Brian Sack has been mayor for 25 years.
No, 40 years. That's it. Look at it.
God bless you. I'm glad that we didn't quite have a dialogue, but
Yeah, I tell you,
here, I give everyone equal time, so why don't you like Mayor Sacco?
why I don't like Mayor Sacco. It's not that I don't like him.
Keep the doorway clear.
It's not that I don't like him. It's that, like, you know, that he's been here, like, you know, for a long time. And I spoke to his son. You know, he does his events for kids.
That's Nick Jr., right?
I believe so. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the person that comes with the pictures, and then he does, you know, like, you know, all these small events for the kids. And they don't take care of the city.
Oh,
They can,
pause
the,
one.
the city has been forgotten. Like, you know, I don't want to get into politics, but in a while, like, you know, I have a kid. And, like, you know, my son needs a good schooling. Sometimes when we call the police takes half an hour to come because, you know, they're, I don't know, like, you know, they are so few. But sometimes, you know, they don't show up for a while.
Well,
because they are, like, you know, far away probably. They're taking care of, like, Nürburgring is a big city.
Yeah, it is.
Nürburgring is from all the way down, like, you know, almost Jersey City to Fairview. So, like, you know, it's not a matter of liking or not liking. It's a matter, like, you know, hey, at some point, you know, somebody has to do the work. And then, if we push Mr. Sacco saying, listen, if you don't do the job, we're gonna support Mr. Larry Winston. We're gonna support, like, you know, what Mr. Larry Winston is doing. Even though Mr. Larry Winston is not going against Mr. Sacco because that's different things, right? He's a mayor. Mr. Sacco is going for assembly.
Right.
But, like, you know, the whole thing is, this is probably, you know, hey, pay attention. There are some residents in here that, you know, they need, like, you know, you guys take care of the city. You know, the city, look, the city is dirty, look, not painted. So, it seems to be like, you know, it's a call for attention, right?
Right.
That's the way I call it, call for attention.
Well, I appreciate you talking with me because we want to be able to get everyone's voice. You know,
Sure.
and so thank you. What's your name?
No, Jesus.
So, yes,
Jesus. Your name is?
Leroy Truth.
Leroy.
Find me on YouTube and on Facebook, Leroy Truth.
Nice.
And I just expose government corruption. So,
But, you know, like, you know, it's not like, you know, we just want to go against it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, like, you know, hey, fix the place, fix the school. Don't just give hot dogs, don't just give sodas, you know, like, you know, don't put movies, like, you know, that, like, you know, doesn't, sometimes you don't even listen what is going on in there. You know, do something productive for the kids. You know, these are the future. So, like, you
excellent.
know,
All right. Thank you.
thank you.
Okay,
All
enjoy
right?
your day.
All right.
What happened?
Yeah, they're music. They put their hands on me, so we're gonna do a complaint.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they circle me up like a bunch of hyenas.
Here, take the mic. In fact, here, hold on. Let me turn this around. So this man was just attacked when he went into a public event. It is not a private event. This is a public event. I posted about it. It says all are welcome. His name is All. Apparently mine isn't because I was. The police were told I am not allowed to go in, and also full court was not allowed to go in. So what happened exactly?
So I went in there looking for some water. A couple of gentlemen surrounded me, put their hands on my back, and started pushing me out and telling me, "You can't be here. This is a private event. You gotta go." So I had a video.
You want to share your side of the story? Share your side of the story.
Nobody touched
They put their hands on me. They put their hands on
I
me.
was standing right
I have the
there.
video.
You
They pushed
kept-
me out.
You kept saying, "Don't touch me,"
Right.
and you kept
Yeah.
walking towards me.
No, they're circling me up, trying to intimidate me.
No, they
They're-
did
yes,
not.
they do. I have the video.
I don't
The
care.
body cam's on,
I was standing there.
and I have the video.
And you
Yeah,
kept
yeah.
going like this towards him and
Okay.
saying, don't touch me, and nobody was touching me.
This guy touched me already.
They want a reaction. That's what they're paid to do. Let's go in. Come on.
Paid. I'm paid. I'm paid.
I don't think you made anyone touch you.
This is event for Nürburgring people, Hudson County.
For who?
Hudson County, okay?
So,
You don't live in your
I'm a
Oh,
Hudson
since I don't
County
live here, I don't have
resident.
a right to be here. She says, since I don't live here in Hudson County, I don't have a right to be here. Well, isn't Hudson County part of America? I think it is. And we come here peacefully. And so, again,
Yeah,
who
they're-
went hands on it? Just
I can
describe
point
what
him out.
happened.
This guy
hold
definitely
on.
came up to my face as well.
Here, hold on. Who?
This guy,
Oh, he just
the
bumped
turkey
into
guy.
me. Oh, Jonathan, because he assaulted me. I have
Yeah,
a criminal
he's-
complaint I'm going to do against him.
He's the turkey guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else?
A couple of other people in there. As they step out, I can point them out.
All right. And so what happened? Give us a play-by-play. So you went
So
in the
I went
room.
in there, I grabbed a little water bottle.
You were thirsty, right? It's hot
yeah,
out here.
Yeah. And so after that, a couple of gentlemen came up to me, put their hands on my back, and started pushing me out, saying, "You can't be here. You got to go. This is a private event." And I said, "Wait, the flyer says it's a public event." And then they all just circled me up like hyenas.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're going to do a criminal complaint?
Yeah.
Against Jonathan Moya, he was the guy.
Yeah.
The guy who just walked by.
Yeah, the turkey guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that same guy, Jonathan Moya, he assaulted me, but I have to get his name. I mean, not his name, his date of birth and his address to be able to do a criminal complaint. So if any of you can do research on Jonathan Moya, we don't know exactly where he lives, Hudson County somewhere, but the police will not take our complaint, criminal complaint, mine or his, or maybe yours because you're in North Bergen.
I am a Hudson County resident.
But unless I found, we can get him identified, Captain Raposo. Since Jonathan Moya he was one of the ones who made physical contact, you could get his identification to do a criminal complaint on him, right?
It would be harassment. So yeah, he could go to headquarters and we could take his complaint.
But we don't have his date of birth or his address.
We'll be able to get everything.
Okay. So this, Jonathan Moya going hands on you today was a big mistake because now I will be able to do a criminal complaint against him as well because I didn't have his date of birth or his address. And it's one of the really wrong things, ladies and gentlemen, is they make you, in Union City anyway, you have to, if you get assaulted by someone, harassed, attacked, and the police don't see it, you, the victim, has to find out the date of birth of your attacker.
I just want to explain the correct procedure to you. So what will happen is he'll come to headquarters, he'll file his report. If he doesn't want to go to headquarters, we can take it here. And then once we take his report, he could take that report and he could go to the court clerk and file his complaint with the court.
Wow, all right.
Because it's a non-indictable.
Yeah.
That's the procedure.
Right, okay. So you got that? So you can do the complaint right here.
Yeah, we can do it here.
That'll be better.
Yeah, as they step out, we can point them out and we'll get all their information here right now.
Yep. Jonathan Moya, there's Jonathan Moya right there.
Yeah, again, just to be clear, you're not signing the complaint here.
Right.
You're filing the report. If you don't want to do it at headquarters, one of us can take it for you, and then you will take that report to the North Bergen Violations and the Court Bureau, and you can sign your complaint for them, because since it's a non-indictable, not in our presence,
Right.
it has to go to a probable cause hearing.
Okay, sounds good. All right, you're good. All right. So he has exactly, this gentleman here has exactly the information he needs to do a criminal complaint against Jonathan Moya. Here he comes. Here he comes. Right there, Jonathan Moya, he attacked me, and he attacked this gentleman right here. So Jonathan, why did you assault this man? Do you know criminal charges are coming?
I'm gonna put a complaint on you.
What's your ID? We want your address and your date of birth so we can do a complaint on you here. And Larry Weinstein's, hold on, turn the camera around here. That guy, I almost called him gentleman by accident. That not good guy, Jonathan Moya is his name. MoyaJonathon. If anyone knows his date of birth and his address, I need that to do the criminal complaint. And this is not doxing. I need that. I can't do a criminal complaint because he attacked me this past November. Now he just attacked this gentleman right here. Going to have 2 criminal complaints against him. And he is the campaign manager of Larry Weinstein, who's one of the people running for office here. A member of the public who lives in Hudson County, who grew up in Union City. And he gets attacked at a public event, campaign event.
Who are you? I'll tell you who I am if you tell me who you are. You wanted to know?
God bless you. Liberum dominate patria eternum. God bless you. You know.
Who's that guy standing on a public sidewalk in broad daylight?
In America, you can't be doing that, David, if someone's feelings are disturbed by your presence, apparently.
I'll tell her who I am if she tells me who she is.
Well, what happened? What transpired?
Right now?
Yeah.
No, she just wanted to know who I was.
Right.
I said, you want to see my ID? I said, you tell me who you are, I'll tell you who I am.
Exchange IDs.
Exchange IDs.
Yeah. Like Travis Hines.
Yeah.
it sounded like they said, Brian.
I did tell Gabriel Rodriguez, I heard he's a really nice guy. He shook my hand, he said thank you. I said, will you invite me in for an empanada? And he walked away.
Oh my God, coward! They're afraid of Brian.
You would think you're campaigning. Sure, come on in. That's what I would say. Sure, come on in.
Yeah.
You know, and empanada, water, whatever you want. And let me tell you why I'm running for assembly.
Exactly, and maybe he would have inspired you,
Maybe.
to vote for Rodriguez. He lost the vote.
Right, absolutely.
Empanada, and it cost an empanada and a few minutes of conversation.
Right, no big deal.
There's the assaulter right there. Gabe, do you know Jonathan Moya assaulted me and this other gentleman? Will you condemn him? Will you tell him he's got to be fired as Larry Weinstein's campaign manager? They love assault. Brian Stack, Gabe Rodriguez, Jonathan Moya, Larry Weinstein, they love doing assaults on the public and on journalists. Who are you going to assault next, Jonathan Moya?
Do you have any comment on that?
Hey, Gabe, will you condemn Jonathan Moya? And he won't condemn the violence against this man right here who went to a public event and they lied and said it was private. Hey, hello there. Awesome people there. And I gotta tell you again, the police are doing an extremely good job protecting everyone's rights, not just our rights, but to make sure this is a peaceful event. So this is an example. These police officers are great examples of police honoring the constitutional laws. And when I see that, I will absolutely celebrate that, because how do you encourage all the police officers to do the right thing? By acknowledging and hosting when they do.
The DJ has to load his equipment, so what I said was, when he's ready, it's 2 speakers, he's gonna come, he's gonna load his truck, we will direct traffic on the crosswalk to mitigate the safety hazard by us allowing them to park here. He's gonna load his truck and leave.
Very good.
That's
Yep.
reasonable to me.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's not gonna park until he's ready.
All right. Yep. See, it's good, and we work with them. If they need this, if they're requesting this aisle to be clear, we'll clear this aisle.
So you find,
They got a balloon. All right, we got a souvenir. All right, I got a balloon souvenir from the event here. Man, I love balloons, but they didn't bother to spend money on helium apparently, because the balloon doesn't float. So Mayor Stack is so cheap. Could have got a freaking helium balloon here, for God's sakes. But no. And thank you all for joining us. And we've been live here, let's see. I think it's minutes, 102 minutes. I think close to 2 hours. And I got Scalzo Photo here with me. I've got Full Court Press. Scalzo Photo, make sure to join Scalzo Photo, YouTube, and Full Court Press here. And by the way, I love watches. What kind of watch do you have there, Full Court Press? Your watch is being featured right now.
It's a Nikon.
A Nikon watch. I didn't know Nikon or Nixon.
Nixon, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nixon.
I don't think Nikon wearing watches.
Yeah, no, Nikon. It takes pictures.
Right, it's a camera video watch, apparently.
Yeah, I was looking at cameras today, so.
Yeah.
Nixon.
I happen to love Spanish music a lot, but they're playing some stuff I really, everyone's got their taste, but they don't have my favorite Spanish music. And I listen to Spanish music regularly. I love it. So, but they could have used better Spanish music here. Brian Stack supports Mikey Sherrill. Take a look. Let's go closer. They're blocking the way here. But here, Brian Stack. But here's how you know who not to vote for, ladies and gentlemen. Because if Brian Stack supports them, you know they're got to be allegedly dirty. Dirty. Oh, and or puppets. Just puppets to Stack. But let's take a look at Mikey Sherrill there. She's running for governor, Mikey Sherrill. Now, Brian Stack was supporting Josh Gottheimer, who I believe is a congressman now, for governor. However, sources told me that allegedly Mayor Brian Stack demanded that Josh Gottheimer give Mayor Stack $1 million for Mayor Stack's endorsement. Josh Gottheimer rightfully said, basically, get the bleep out of here. He said no. So then what does he do? He then endorses Mikey Sherrill. So what did Mikey Sherrill give Brian Stack for his endorsement? Then this campaign event is for Gabriel Rodriguez and Larry Weinstein, and so they're total slaves and puppets of Stack. Then you have Jimmy Davis, who is the mayor of Bayonne, who was accused of sexting a city worker, a town worker, and apparently, allegedly, there was a $400,000 sexting settlement that Mayor Jim Davis of Bayonne, New Jersey did. So how can he possibly be running for sheriff? And that's who Stack wants to be sheriff, because if Jimmy Davis wins as sheriff, Stack is sheriff in reality. And if Rodriguez and Weinstein win, then Stack is then in charge of the assembly. He's already senator in this district and simultaneously a mayor. All right, and there's Jonathan Moya. He's still over there.
Just so you know, not that you guys care, but we're taking his complaint here. He doesn't want to go to headquarters.
Okay.
He's activating his body cam as per policy.
Okay.
He's taking a statement, and then he's going to go in and try to identify those individuals.
Excellent. Okay, good, thank you. Thank you for the update, Captain, as well. All right, so we get a play-by-play of exactly what's going on here. And here, yeah, full court, share some of your perspectives here. I've been talking for 2 hours.
First of all, thank you to everybody who's in the building still. I mean, I know it's been a long event, and we appreciate you watching. Where you can get this live action, huh? It's no place like
Right.
the truth. But anyway, so what's happening is this gentleman behind us in the beard over here, right here with the tattoos, he went inside since it was open.
Hold on, come over here, young. You have marks on your neck. Did you know that? Take a look at the marks. You have red marks on your neck. Did that happen when you were here?
I'm not sure.
Can you turn? I want to get this. I'm documenting. These are like fresh red marks, like scrapes, like someone went hands on there. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I was circled up and I just was recording them.
You gotta put the mic there.
I'm not really sure what happened in there. I just got circled up, and so they put their hands on me. So that might have just happened in there.
He's one of them, right? Is it this guy with the green shirt? Bald head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's an older guy, yeah.
So
right there.
he went in, they surrounded him, and went hands-on to move him out.
I think he's the guy who aggressively knocked into me. I think it's the same guy with the green shirt and the light jacket. Same guy. Would you like to say anything on camera? Why is Mayor Stack so amazing? We'll give you a chance. Why is Mayor Stack great?
No comment. Thank you.
I'm going to give you a chance. You can say anything you want. First Amendment. Why is Mayor Stack a great mayor? If that's what you think. See, they don't want to talk. None of them, because they have no information, because he's the dirtiest, most corrupt politician in the United States, not just New Jersey.
So yeah, they went hands-on with him, and the police are going in there to try to identify the people who did it so that he can file a complaint against them. Well, he was never asked to leave. He just went into the grand opening of this campaign headquarters, and as a resident of Hudson County and a member of the 33rd District, and they surrounded him and forcefully pushed him out. Police intervened immediately and were able to defuse it and get him out safely. But, that's not the right way to remove someone from an event like this. What you do is you ask them to leave. And if they refuse to leave, you tell law enforcement, who will ask them to order them to leave. And if they don't, then that would be a defiant trespass. But none of that happened. They immediately go hands-on, which is their MO here for these Union City thugs. And, it's unacceptable, so we're going to hold them accountable. He's going to hold them accountable.
Hey, man, absolutely. And thanks so much for spending time with us today. And we're going to go a few more minutes yet, because you never know what's going to happen next. and because this gentleman was very unexpectedly attacked. And again, he's got marks on his neck. Those are fresh marks. They look like from a hand, someone's hand. And right over there is a gentleman with the beard. And so, he wants to make sure he gets justice, and Jonathan Moya and the others who physically assaulted him are held accountable to the full extent of the law. You can't do that. And they lied and they said it was a private event when it was advertised, all are welcome.
I don't understand the mentality. If you're running for office, why not welcome people in? I mean, the most we're going to do is take pictures and ask questions. What is there to hide?
But why him? Here's the thing. I don't understand.
Why him?
Is it because they don't like his beard, his tattoos, his clothes?
They saw him in our vicinity and made an assumption. I'm not sure. Not sure what it was. It could be the tattoos. Maybe they have something against tattoos or whatever.
What did he
What's
say?
the problem? He asked me what the problem is, so I'm asking you, what's the problem?
Hey there. I was able. It let me continue the stream. So a lot of people left, I know, but let me continue to do the stream. I didn't realize I could do that. I don't have the microphone now because the phone died, so the sound is not as good. But thanks for joining. You're still stuck around here. And I'll probably end this a couple minutes. And we back. You're right, we back. Scalzo, you have to count. This is the fire marshal, this gentleman?
I'd have to check the video to get the accurate. It was like 60, 70, I don't know, a lot. More. I mean, minimum.
They had 93 capacity.
It was jam-packed, that's all I know. There could have been 100 for all I know.
I'm asking at least 200 people.
We can count it on video.
I think it's a better idea.
Yeah.
It's a better idea. Because guessing and all that, it's not going to do any good. It's probably going to waste everybody's time.
Yeah, so you count on my video and your video.
When you calmly review everything, you have an exact number.
Water? Are you offering water? I know someone who's thirsty. You want to give one of my friends water?
This is still like him as a person. That's all I can say.
All right, thank you. All right. I appreciate you coming. Thanks, God bless you. So, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. And she's not offering, she's like giving water and then taking it back.
It's interesting. I didn't like, this guy was very rude, and I found that he's very friendly. Once we got talking, he just had something personal against, he supports Brian Stack only because Sacco is not as good for him. But there should be a third option or a fourth option.
Right, absolutely.
Imagine that. Imagine 4 candidates, 5 candidates. They only get 2, as usual.
Right. All right, well, we're going to end this live stream, and got interrupted because my phone died. But God bless you all. And again, if you want to call the North Bergen, New Jersey Police phone number, non-emergency line, if you saw from your interactions, the interactions they had with us, that the North Bergen, New Jersey Police did a good job, then celebrate them. because there's X amount of people like all cops are bad. Well, when they do the right thing, I personally I don't agree with continuing to condemn them. Celebrate when a police officer does the right thing. It's going to encourage more of that positive behavior of them honoring their oath, like they did exactly that today. Every single one of the police officers honored their oath today, and that's refreshing. So God bless you all, and enjoy a great rest of your day. And any last words, Mr. Full Court Press?
I don't know. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm just happy to be out here with my friend Leroy, doing what we do. We're not here to take sides. We're here to just show what the reality is, right? And the reality is, this man got assaulted. Leroy got pushed around, harassed, or whatever the actual term is. I guess that remains to be seen. But ended up having several conversations with different people, and that's the difference. When you're able to have a conversation instead of just assuming or being aggressive, that makes all the difference in the world. We can disagree on everything, but we can have a cordial conversation and maybe, hopefully, meet somewhere in the middle, or just respect each other's right to have our own opinions and to disagree. So that was refreshing for me. The police today, I thought, were phenomenal. That's also was refreshing, seeing them actually do their job, and definitely appreciate these officers here, appreciate the captain, and the people that were willing to have a cordial conversation.
Right.
So shout out to them.
Amen. Excuse me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We've been live for over 115 minutes here, almost 2 hours. It was a beautiful day, weather-wise, beautiful day with the support of the police, beautiful day being with my friends and colleagues. Got to have dialogue with some people who hated me simply because they were told things that weren't true. And once they had a chance to talk with me, the gentleman's name was Mario, it's an honor to meet him today. It was a great day just meeting him and being able to have a conversation. That's special. And that's what we're about. We're peaceful, we're looking for the truth and to expose corruption. And as Jack of Jack said, I'm Leroy Truth. Please support my investigative journalism, PayPal. Thank you. And any donations are so hugely supported. Also, make sure to immediately subscribe now to Full Court Press. Smash that like button.
Now, Full Court Press MB, let's go.
NB for new
news break.
New body.
I might need a new body.
You're gonna diet, you said.
Yeah, I'm gonna diet. I'm just, gotta do some things.
All right, we'll see you next time. And before you go, please join my new Facebook. Mayor Brian Stack allegedly had the other one deleted, destroyed 4 days ago.
This one is better.
This one's way better.
Way better.
And so go to it now, please. Like and follow both, because this is a business page. We have full analytics now. The other was a personal page. We have over 41,000 people who have now viewed our posts in the last few days, and it's just growing. So go to Leroy Truth, please share it, please comment on the information there. Working with Full Court Press, Scalzo Photo, and my entire tyrant response team will be doing and exposing so much more of Mayor and Senator Brian Stack's corruption until he gets indicted. It's not a matter of if, it's simply a matter of
when.
I'm gonna get a T-shirt with Brian Stack's name on a picture on it that simply says the words "when" with a giant question mark, and the FBI like surrounding him. So we'll see everyone. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.